Hey, what's up, people? I am Swarley, and I am your coach of the Monterrey Sweetcoons here in the CPC D-League Season 5. This is gonna be the post-comment battle against Jmac and the Waterloo Weaviles, our battle for Week 1. And you already know my team. If you wanna know why I'm bringing what I'm bringing, please be sure to check out my team builder. And let's see what JMac bring it. He brought Raikou, Celebi, Megalodactyl, Zygarde 50, Incineroars, and Swampert. So no Ninetales Alola and its Aurora Veil. Also no Skarmory, no Toxicroak. So no Aurora Veil will be a little bit easier to handle this team. So what I think, no on not bringing on him not bringing Skarmory or Ninetales Alola, I thought he could start turn one with Swampert and setting up his rocks. So I went for Rotom Wash, and let's go for play. Yeah, Swampert, he led with Swampert, and I led with Rotom Wash. I think he will set his stud rock on my side of the field. I will toxic that Swampert, that will bring that Swampert into a timer, and I will Hydro Pump. Anything that would like to come in front of my Rotom. If he brings the Celebi, I just switch onto Victini. So yeah, so let's go. But he doesn't go for the Stealth Rocks, he goes for Protect. And I went for Toxic again, cause I think he will bring no, I think he will stay anyway regarding the Toxic and go for Stealth Rocks anyways, cause I think Celebi will have Heal Veil and he will use it to cure the poison on the Swampert on the next turn. So that's why I went for Toxic another time. So he has Celebi, I Toxic him on the switching. No, I don't want to be hit with Energy Ball. So I switch to Victini, he goes for Stealth Rock, so I hard switch back to Rotom because I thought he won't like to stay in front of a Victini with fire type attacks. So yeah, I switch back to Rotom in case he goes back to Swampert or goes to Incineroar. So yeah, now I go for Defog. Here comes the Celebi again. So I'm gonna switch, but this time into Gligar. As he goes for Energy Ball, predicting I will stay, predicting he will go for Stealth Rock again. He goes for a Swampert, and I went for Rock Tomb in case he would like to go for Aerodactyl and Mega right away. But he stays and go for a Waterfall. I go back to Rotom and go for a Ball Switch, expecting the Celebi. And I have Victini now in the field, and he switches to Swampert, and this time I went for Vicrate. Why? Because I was thinking he has so reliable switchings to my Victini on Swampert and Incineroar. So if I could bring those mons to low health, I could revenge kill those with Mega Gardevoir Hyper Voice. And yeah, that's all. So as we see, no, we don't see. Let's go for play again. No, as we see, we don't see Swampert with leftovers. So he may be a V or a Super Berry. So I hard switch into Rotom Wash because as you remember, I'm Scarf Victini. I could expect a Waterfall, and his hard switches back to Celebi. That was a good play. I hard switch back to Victini, expecting the stat rook. He goes to Zygarde and I went for a big raid expecting again the Swampert. Well, I had to switch to Buzzwole, but this turn Jmac goes for a very pretty good turn. He hard switches again, back no back. He hard switches again to Mega Aerodactyl, expecting the boost wall if I have to think, cause I won't stay in front of a Zygarde with my minus defenses Victini, so that was a very smart move from JMac. So now I have to switch back to Gligar or Rotom Wash because Buzzwole is a main role here is for Zygarde and maybe Raikou. So yeah, I went back to Gligar this time, not Rotom Wash. He Mega Bolts and go for Wing Attack. I take that and Stone Edge very good and I went for a Roost. So he goes back to Swampert and I go for Rook Tomb, expecting him to stay for and go for Ice Fang. No, he hard switches to Raikou, maybe expecting me to switch to another one. But no, I stayed because I knew I will take at least one HP Ice and go for Earthquake. Now he sees that I am staying in front of that Raikou, so he hard switches back to Swampert as I go for Earthquake, expecting the HP Ice. Now I went for Rock Tomb, expecting him to switch to Aerodactyl. Now Waterfall isn't doing very much, and Ice Punch neither. So I prefer to stay and go for Roost, Earthquake or Roost Rook Tomb in case he switches to Raikou or Mega Aerodactyl. And yeah, if he doesn't switches, I can go for Roost, Earthquake and get rid of this Swampert with my Gligar, but I take a crit this turn with the Ice Punch. So yeah, that was very unfortunate. Now I went for Rotom, he switches to his Raikou as I went for the Fog. I knew he would boost his special attack and special defense with Calm, so I Volt switch it to Victini and go for a big raid, knowing that will kill Swampert right away. Now he goes for Incineroar, there's no way I'm staying, and he goes for knockoff and knockoffs my leftovers on Rotom Wash. Now I went for Toxic and miss. Now I will go for Gardevoir and Mega right away. Now I had a free Hyper Voice on anything. So now I switch back to Rotom, and this turn I was thinking, okay, he can kill Incineroar. Now he can kill my Mega Gardevoir with his Incineroar with Flare Blitz, thinking that I will go for Hyper Voice and do more damage to his Incineroar. I was thinking of staying, maybe he will think, no, he has to switch, so I'm going to U-turn. So I was thinking to stay, predicting him to go for a U-turn, but I was so afraid of losing Mega Gardevoir. I still needed for that Zygarde, for that Raikou, and to use Trickroom in case I need it later in the game. So I went for Rotom. He U-turned into his Zygarde, and now I could went for Buzzwole. But instead of that, I stayed. Yeah, I stayed and went for the Fog. I went for the Fog because I think, okay, he can go for Thousand Arrows, he can go for Outrage, for Dragon Dance, for Substitute in case he has it. I can go later for Buzzwole and go for a Ice Punch, or I could go for Mega Gardevoir and go Hyper Voice, expecting the switch into Incineroar if he hasn't boosted his speed on Zygarde. So yeah, that's why I stayed on Rotom Wash. I was mainly expecting a switch. No, not expecting a switch, I was letting my Rotom die. So instead of attacking with his high guard, he expected my boost wall to come in and went for Mega Aerodactyl and pressure me with his wing attack. But instead I stayed and went for Defog. Now he misses Stone Edges that very big, because now I can go for Ball Switch, gain momentum, and go for Victini and go for Bolt Strike and kill that Mega Aerodactyl on one attack, one Bolt Strike. And if he switches to Incineroar, he's still taking damage from a Bolt Strike regarding the Intimidate. So yeah, that's what I went for. Victini, then went for a Bolt Strike. I expected to switch for Incineroar, and Incineroar went paralyzed. Now he went for U-turn again, went for Celebi in front of my Rotom Wash. So I decided to stay, because if he attacked me with Energy Ball, I could go for Victini and Revenge Kill that Celebi with Vigorate, or expect another switch into Incineroar and went for Bolt Strike. Or I could went for Sneasel and go for a knockoff, Icicle Crash, something like that. So yeah, that's why I stayed. And if he went for Stealth Rock, I could defog them right away. So he went for Stealth Rocks as I defog them. No, I think he will be attacking me, but instead he goes for a Stealth Rock again. I go for Sneasel with Sneasel, and he takes a Bandit, almost full physical attack knockoff. That was a roll, to be honest, but it was a roll on my favor. So now he goes for Incineroar. I am staying and knocking out his Assault Vest, because Incineroar has his job pretty much done. I can go for a Trickroom later on my Gardevoir, or go for my choice card Victini with Ball Strike with that Mega Aerodactyl. So I didn't need Ice Shard, Bandit Ice Shard for Mega Aerodactyl later on the game. I thought that, and that's why I pretty much was in the mood of sacking off my Sneasel. So he goes for Earthquake on his Mega Aerodactyl. I let my Sneasel die, and he goes for Incineroar. He takes my Ball Strike. Now I went for Ball Strike again, but he switches to his Zygarde, and that's not he's immune, so I had to switch to Boost Wall as he went for 1000 arrows. I take that very good. Now he goes for Sea Outrage. I take it as well. I went for Drain Punch to take some health back. So I think here he will stay or something like that. So that's why I went for Ice Punch. But instead he goes for Incineroar. And I went for Ice Punch and kill him with Drain Punch. And I get a physical defense boost. Now he has Raikou on the field. I think I still have Mega Gardevoir with Trick Room and Boost Wall that outspeeds Zygarde, Mega Aerodactyl, and Raikou under Trick Room. So Boost Wall could be useful later on this game. So I decided to switch to Rotom Wash, sack that Rotom Wash with his Thunderbolt. And now I went for Mega Gardevoir, and I went for Trick Room in this turn where he went for Calm Mind. Then I went for Psyshock as he went for Thunderbolt, and he lets his Raikou die. My Psyshock. He sends his Zygarde on the field, and okay, he could have extreme speed, or it's already a game for me with Hyper Voice, seeing the Zygarde or Aerodactyl. But yeah, he had extreme speed. Think that it's okay, because now I have a Boost Wall. I can ice punch this side guard and kill him, or if he switches to Megalodactyl, I can kill that Megalodactyl with Ice Punch. And yeah, Trickroom will be over for the next turn, but I still have Victini with Choice Scarf with uh, Glaciate for the Zygarde and Ball Strike for the Aerodactyl. As he stays and kill his Zygarde with Ice Punch, then he sends Mega Aerodactyl and kills me with Wind Attack. Now it's pretty much GG because I have Victini, I'm Scarf, and I have Ball Strike. And yeah, that's over. That's game. GG to Jmac and Waterloo Weaviles. That was a very good match with very good reads from my opponent. I wasn't playing very good at the start of the match, but around mid battle, mid game, I started to make some read and make some good moves. So yeah, I'm proud of that. So yeah, now we're moving up on the standings with one win and one differential plus one differential. So next week we're gonna be taking Grand Boy and his Liverpool Littles. So expect a team builder next Saturday 1 p.m. CST and the battle next Sunday 1 p.m. CST as well. So if you like this battle, please be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and write down a comment in the comment section. And that's gonna be everything for this video. Goodbye.